promoted. Everything is good. I was going to take a look at the grand finals from today, and it was just amazing. I watched the top six. I woke up and watched the top six, and I mean, congrats to Mugi. It was just, it was unbelievable. I did not pick Mugi to win. I think a lot of people. Well, no, actually, a lot of people picked Mugi to win once Mugi got to grand finals. But I think a lot of people were picking Mo Light to win, and it makes sense. So I did want to look at the finals just to do an analysis. I haven't done an analysis in a long time, and I know quite a few streamers have done analysis, but so I just wanted to get my take on what we saw from Royale. So this is game one, and this was minor wall breakers. Now, Mo Light started this way in the back, so when I saw this, I was like, okay, minor wall breakers in the back, and then he brings minor. So he started wall breakers in the back and brings minor, and I'm thinking, okay, are we getting the fast minor wall breakers, or are we getting the medium, or are we getting the big minor wall breakers with the Mega Knight? So it's already with Zappies, and this seemed, and the guys on the commentary mentioned this had the feeling of a mirror match, but you would just have to wonder how much Mohamed changed his lineup just to make it different. And I think these were the two changes here: Prince and Arrows. So he had Prince, and that was a really good. I mean, this combination right here was just unbelievable. Even though they weren't directly going to the tower, they were just doing enough to get an opening for the minor and then the wall breakers. That was incredible. That whole sequence right there. That was the game. When I saw this, I was like, we're getting a grand final reset. Right here. They're going to go to... One of them's going to go to the bomber, and one of them's going to go to the tower. And that's kind of the plan when I noticed this. Is one's going to go to the bomber, one's going to go to the tower. And if another troop comes in, one goes to the troop, and another goes to the tower. It could switch from one to the next just based on positioning here. That's why I really like this. So Prince is here, and Mugi just keeps trying to get Prince to not go to the tower. That's fine, but then that brings the opening for Mohamed Light to bring in the minor, and then Mugi spent all the elixir. There was nothing for wall breakers, and this essentially was the game right here. This was game one right here. I saw this, and I said, okay, we're getting a reset, and then we have to figure out what's going to happen from this point. I thought it was right. I mean, that whole sequence just gave me belief that, oh my gosh, something is happening. It didn't matter which way Mugi went the rest of the way, because Mohamed Light could just play defense. We know how well he plays defense, so we could just fast forward through this. There really wasn't anything. Like, he could play Mega Knight in the back. He has arrows. He has all the defense he needs. He has Musketeer. The game was decided at that moment right there. I mean, it was incredible. Yeah, like, all of this is happening, but you see, like, I fast forward through all of this, and still, like, Mugi has not closed the gap. Mugi has not closed the gap to where you would say, oh my gosh, this may be an issue. Nothing like this. And even in this sequence right here, Mega Knight's coming, but that's far from like if Mega Knight does anything to the tower, it's just a bonus, because what Mohamed Light needed to do, he already did in the beginning of the game. That was it. So yeah, I mean, we just fast forward to this, and yeah, there's nothing. Like, he's playing amazing defense, like, through all of the sequence. Now right here, but like he gets to here, and Mohamed Light was just a little bit late. But if you look, it's 990. It's less than 1,000, and Mugi still hadn't gotten down to 1,000. So it worked out well for Mohamed Light in this game. He just keeps chipping away, keeps chipping away, and he has all the defense he needs to win the game. So that was game one. And I think the Gun RF pointed out in the replay too, and I think the guys also pointed this out in the replay too. The sequence that mattered was the opening sequence where Mohamed Light got Mugi down to no elixir, then he had no answer for wall breakers. So game two, I saw skeletons, and I'm thinking, okay, of course, in these situations, I'm thinking, okay, like you play a small card, what could it be? What could it be that Mugi is trying to do? Because he has to answer. And you also have to think about what the cards that he played in the first game. So he plays skeletons. I'm immediately thinking hog. Mohamed Light brings Royal Ghost. I'm thinking P.E.K.K.A. So it could be P.E.K.K.A Hog, but then here comes Mother Witch. Golden Knight. So that Mother Witch is not really going to have a massive impact. And the Archquench is going to get slowed down by the poison. You get that barrel in there, and then that forces Mugi to use his super. On the barrel, really. And he's having to spend kind of a lot. I know he's up at elixir, but he's kind of having to spend a lot to do defense that I thought would have just been done naturally. So this game really comes down to, from what I saw, was can Archer Queen do her job against P.E.K.K.A? And if she can, then that opens it up for everybody else to do their job against Ram Rider, and we're going to have a game 3. So right here, he's going to activate Super, which makes sense. That forces Mohamed Light to bring out Mother Witch, which is really good because in this, this was really good right here. So he forced the Super out. Yo, what's up? Hey, Cole. Make sure I say your name correctly. Colesy. Thanks for stopping by. We're just doing an analysis of grand finals from this morning or earlier today, and then we're going to do some ladder. So in the sequence here, Mohamed Light forced Mugi to use his super. That brought out Mother Witch. Meanwhile, the other Mugi's Mother Witch is just getting sunk in poison. Fisherman comes in. While they're all dealing with P.E.K.K.A, there goes a hog right on the tower. And it just seemed like this game was going to be a slow grind to a finish. It wasn't going to be like game one where Mohamed Light got the moment he needed to win so early. This felt like it's going to be the winner gets maybe down to, I don't know, 1,000 health on their tower. Like 1,500 health on their tower. That's a good Mother Witch. I mean, that's a good Archer Queen right here in the center. And she's totally healthy. And here comes RG. And the one thing I was thinking of was RG. That means Mohamed Light's last card has to be a building, or Ram Rider becomes the most important card in this game right here, because he has nothing really to stop RG from getting to the tower. So that's what I was thinking. Like at this point, here he brings Ghost, which I thought, okay, so if the last card is Cage, he's good, but it's not Cage. It's E-Wiz. So that temporarily stops it, but then you have Fisherman in the back, and that can just be a ton of trouble. So you just see like how that RG got so many shots on the tower. So this really comes down to Mohamed Light has to save Ram Rider for this moment, and Mugi is going to start pushing. So like right here, it slowed it down. This is the situation that I think Mohamed Light wants. When RG's played, you got to play Ram Rider. And if you don't have Ram Rider rotation, you have to bring somebody plus E-Wiz to at least do a temporary stop on the damage. That's a really good Mother Witch. That's a really good Fisherman right there. He pulled this Mother Witch over so that you couldn't do like a major push on this side here. That was really good. That was really good by Mugi to get that positioning on that Fisherman. And I was really surprised that Ram Rider did not get hit by lightning. So at this point, I'm thinking, okay, the game really comes down to just RG pushes. RG pushes and lightning. Those are the two cards that Mugi can just keep cycling back to, and the game is over. But he was really going for setups. He was really going for opportunities to do the big push instead of just saying, okay, here's an RG, you figure it out. I mean, Mohamed Light can figure it out, but it really seemed like Mugi was just saying, okay, I'm gonna do the slow build, just play enough defense, and then this game will get to a position where I can just have an RG that will just, destroy the tower for free. Or we can just have lightning. That was the other thing too. So lightning or RG. I think Mohamed Light in this situation with the P.E.K.K.A. couldn't really hold on to her anymore. So she had to get played. Because you need that push at some point to go after the tower. Especially given that lightning and RG are in the deck. That was, for a second I thought this here was going to be like the game right there with the Golden Knight. But then here comes RG, and that was this Ram Rider here. This was the play. I think maybe Mohamed Light would have probably wanted to play the Ram Rider up higher here. That does leave it vulnerable because he's about to get back into I think lightning is in Mugi's hand at this point. But because it got started in the back, you have to bring somebody over. And now RG got 3. I think that was 3 shots on the tower. This is a really good push, which I thought, oh, okay, maybe there's an opportunity here. No. No. That was really it. So that was the sequence right here. Playing Ram Rider here in the back. And I can understand why. I mean, if you look at the timing behind this, he plays RG right here and plays Ram Rider. So I think they had both. Basically, it was just a timing thing where it wasn't Mugi played RG, so Mohamed Light plays Ram Rider back there. It was just kind of like, okay, Mohamed Light's going to play Ram Rider now, then bring P.E.K.K.A., and then go for the final push. Because there was still an opportunity to... The game was still really, really close at this point. If it was just 1 second later, I think Mohamed Light, plays it in center field, left center field, or somewhere maybe right in dead center field at the river, goes this way and probably has a push here. But because they nearly synced their timing, here comes P.E.K.K.A. up front, and that was the game. So this was the sequence right here. And then this pretty much was the game right here. So use lightning, that's the game, and then they did mention about the cycle, but it was, fairly even. So I'm just fast forwarding to game 3. Obviously, everybody's taking a look at the moment here. You can just fast forward to here. So he plays Mortar, and it's Bowler, which is like, oh, okay. He doesn't use the super. So that was interesting because he didn't use the super, and I think it was because he knew he's down in elixir because he's played 2 cards and Mugi's only played 1. But that means he doesn't get anything on the tower if he holds it. So he got 1 shot. That could have maybe been like 4 shots. Mugi played Lumberjack, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, it's Lumberloon for the title. Which is, if you're a ladder player, like, well, I'm going to play ladder in like a few minutes. Now I'm just going to be expecting nothing but Lumberloon for the next hour and a half. That was I just couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, he's going to play Lumberloon for the title. Now Mohamed Light will be able to know how to play defense around it, because he does have a building for this. It's just a matter of what his answer is going to be, and it's going to be Hogs. So that was the thing. It's really good, but the Tornado did its job. Got the King Tower activation. And I sensed here that Mohamed Light kind of figured that, okay, go for the push, because any Lumberloon opponent knows that they're really just waiting for 10 elixir. You bring Lumberjack and Balloon at the same time, it's game, and then you can try to win the game right there. So that sequence was kind of telling right here. You can see those Spirit Goblins here, and then he's bringing Archer Queen here. He sensed that this was the moment to go for it and at least make a push. But he had Bowler, and then now we're back to kind of a neutral position here. Kind of is expecting Balloon at this point, and here's the moment that decided the title. I thought when I saw this, I was like, oh, Lumberjack did not go down. I thought, when I saw this right here, he's getting hit. Okay, that's fine. Now Lumberjack did not cross the bridge, so Princess is not going after that. I think that also is why Mohamed Light played Barrel, because it's like, oh, okay, now I have to bring another one to take care of Lumberjack now. Princess will take care of the Balloon, and then I can bring somebody in, which ended up being Archer Queen in this spot, and then hopefully everything is safe. But I didn't see that I totally whiffed, because I thought the barrel was on Mohamed Light's side. No, it was the barrel was on Mugi's side. So let me rewind all that, because that was even more surprising. Okay. All right. Let's do this take 2. Okay, so he brings Lumberjack down. Mohamed Light plays Knight right at the bridge, but Lumberjack did not cross the bridge. Mugi plays Barrel, which is key, because at this point Mugi wanted the interaction of the Princess Tower to go after the Barrel and not the Balloon, which I thought was key. It didn't happen, and I don't think it didn't look like it happened. It looked like Princess just caught on the Balloon. But if Mugi had that Barrel for Mugi had caught on to the Princess Tower, then it's really over. But really, the surprising thing was that Lumberjack did not go down. And I remember saying that when I watched this, I was like, "Oh, Lumberjack did not go down. Oh, this was an issue." I think he wanted to protect his Lumberjack. Now, in this situation here, you're fine if Lumberjack goes down, because what it does is you're just trying to race the Balloon to the tower. He sensed that Balloon was going to get hit by the Princess Tower, So to keep it healthy, you bring barrel here so that gets that interaction instead of Princess going after the balloon. Because now, if you think about it, but if you see that you have a healthy barbarian, this barbarian should be dead, and this balloon should be completely healthy. But what helped was that the lumberjack stayed alive, and then he caught just enough elixir, freeze, game over. So I think maybe Revel, Amar, or Bale probably said this, said the same thing about this guy. I know they did analysis too. I think OJ probably did some analysis. I think I saw he did some analysis on this, and it really, that was the game right there, because Mohamed Light couldn't do anything. Mugi had freeze for whatever attack, tornado. Yeah, that was it. So, yeah. I mean, it's tough because it's like a lot of people pick Mohamed Light. He's been the best player, all year. Mugi's been, amazing too. And it's I mean, Mugi played this, he played an amazing turn. Because the Mortar and Archer Queen would have defended the balloon had the lumberjack died. If let's rewind this here. I know like everybody's looking at this interaction here. So right here, she's right on. Okay, I'm actually gonna slow this down here. Okay, so I'll slow this down to 0.2. Okay, balloon comes out. And now you're kind of expecting lumberjack to get hit by the Princess Tower as balloon is getting to the tower untouched. Right here, she cocks the bow, and the barrel sequence had not completed yet, which means the barbarian's not out of the barrel. So her target is right on the balloon at this moment. That looks like 6 frames, I think. Yeah, that looks like 6 frames. Yeah. So 6 frames was the. It looks like it's 6 frames. So if he gets that barrel, I mean, if the barbarian's on there, then it's a much easier push for Mugi. But just having the lumberjack alive was just, I mean, it was a bonus. Then Archer Queen comes in. He immediately has to play the super, but he doesn't have enough elixir. And I'm trying to see, like, who is the Princess Tower attacking? Oh, this Princess Tower is attacking this Princess Tower is attacking the lumberjack here. But let me see if they. Nope. Oh no. Let's see. That last arrow is going. No. Who did? Wait. Where did that arrow go? Oh. Wait. She got the. Okay. Hold on. Yeah. I'm trying to. It was like some. She's hitting. Yeah, the second Princess Tower is hitting the balloon as well. So the Archer Queen was going after the lumberjack, it looks like. Yeah, it was hitting the lumberjack, then it went out of range to target the balloon. Well, yeah, you're right, yeah. Yep, it's hitting the lumberjack, and then it hits the balloon on that shot right there. So the balloon's still getting hit. If I would say if not for freeze, but that would not have if not, that would not have mattered. Then the whole sequence, it's irrelevant. But But yeah, that was pretty wild. Like I'm sure Bale and OJ and Revel have all like done freeze frame of this moment. But 6 frames looks to be the difference between all that happening and maybe a different game 3. Because even before that moment, yeah, Mohamed Light had the lead. He had a big lead. I mean, I guess relatively speaking, he had a big lead. So, but I imagine this is what I'm going to see in like a few minutes when I do all the ladder push here. Yeah, it's just unfortunate. Yeah, I mean, unfortunate for Mohamed Light because you're thinking like the whole tournament, it's come down to games. The majority of the games were overtime and sudden death push and like one miracle push. I forgot who was the one. There was one where I don't know if it was Framcito or it was either Wallace or Framcito where the game looked over and everybody said it was over and then just made that one push with Hogs and Golden Knight on the left side in the game. It was like, what just happened? I couldn't believe. I think it was Wallace. I don't remember, but yeah, that was wild. But anyways, congrats to Mugi. That was just an incredible grand finals. I tried to do as best I could with the with the breakdown. It's been a while since I've done an actual breakdown of a game, but yeah, that was pretty crazy. So